So I'm gonna keep this video really short and sweet while I drive to my job, which is like 7 minutes away if I take the front way, but if I take the back way, I think it's a little bit longer. Why would this bus come in and block me? Like, I think I can still go. No, because your dumb ass gonna move forward. That's why, y'all, if you know me, then you know that I've been driving for the longest. And even before I started driving, I did not take DC public transportation at all because I didn't like it. And then my anxiety was so severe that me being in like public like this would make me have an anxiety attack, and I don't feel like dealing with that bullshit. So a girl just ain't take no damn public transportation. I always made my dad take me to where I needed to go, and that was that. And plus my dad was just so scared of things happening to me. It's dark, hold on, there we go. My dad was always scared that things would happen to me, so he would take me and pick me up. Most of the time, like when I had my first job, my stepmom used to be like, she needs to learn how to get on the bus, da, 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 da. Girl, my dad's taking me, okay? And he picking me up. I ain't had to pay for no gas. I ain't had to do none of that. And when I started driving, that's when I started realizing that damn gas was expensive. Like, a girl was like, pocket broke over here. But that was literally, and then I was so used to buying clothes. Why would your dumb ass do this? So used to, you know, just buying clothes that when it was time for me to actually pay for some real shit, I was like, oh no, I don't want to pay for this. Anywho's, oh, that's not why I came to talk to you guys. So why is everybody turning today? Like, y'all all need to go straight, and y'all know this. All right, y'all gonna see me riding and raving because DC traffic is horrible. Like, people cannot drive, and that's on that. Anywho, I really came to talk to you guys because if you are on birth control, if you have children who are females, you know, everybody is literally to each his own. Like, I'm not going to tell you how to raise your children. I'm not going to tell you what's best for you, because everybody at the end of the day has their own opinions and they have to make their own decisions. But as a female that took birth control for 4 years, y'all, this shit is trash. No way, no how should anybody tell you that you cannot reproduce. Now, that is where the responsibility aspect comes in, because if you know that you're out here humping galore, you should know that some point, without using protection, some point you're going to get pregnant. Thank the Lord, I'm 25 years old. I have never been pregnant before, which means that I've never had an abortion, and as you guys can see, I don't have any children. I have a half a child who did not pop out of my coochie, but y'all know my baby. Like, that's my baby. If you ever see my Instagram, if you ever see my Snap, if you ever, you know, previous video from when she showed her tail at 6 Flags, like, y'all know that's my daughter. Like, anytime anything go down with her, I'm there. I'm her dad. Damn it. I got my best friend, that's her mom. I'm dad. Like, yeah. Anywho's, birth control is just not for me. And it's a lot of people who I have, you know, who I'm friends with, or just seeing people testimonies on the internet, or, you know, social media, whatever you want to call it to be, that says that after they got themselves off birth control, they have periods like literally 4 times a year, or 4 times a year, which means once every 3 months. And you know, if you don't have a period, well, don't quote me on this because I'm not sure, like, y'all can correct me in the comments down below. If you don't have a period, you can't ovulate. And then on top of that, you're not shedding anything, you're not cleaning out anything. Like, I feel like it's gonna be harder for you to get pregnant, because it's like, sis, I haven't even got rid of the old egg for me to bring in a new egg. So it's like, what am I doing? Like, this is beyond me at this moment. I don't like it. Like, my body at first, my body was like, I'm gonna tell you how it went. So I decided to stop taking birth control because I honestly felt like it wasn't for me. Like, I was doing it because I was in a relationship for 4 years and I wasn't sure if I wanted him to be my child's dad or not. So I said, to protect myself and to protect him, we're just gonna go ahead and get on birth control, and we're just gonna, not to say that he ever came inside me, because he never did, thank the Lord. See, his pull-out game is amazing, and it still is, because he ain't got no kids. But what happened? Oh, so he don't have no kids, I don't have no kids. Like, his pull-out game was amazing, but in order to protect the both of us, I still got on birth control. So when me and him, you know, broke up or whatever, I was still on birth control. And then once I, you know, I decided, I'm like, I'm not out here humping, so why do I really need to take it? Like, my periods was never crazy when I wasn't on birth control. I've rarely had cramps, and then when I do have cramps, my cramps aren't like normal cramps. Like, most people just have like waist cramps. My cramps are actually in my booty. So I was like, they would hurt, but they wasn't like that intense to the point where I needed to take birth control to like subside the pain that I was feeling. So I was just like, you know what, forget it, I'm just going to stop taking it. It's not that serious. So got myself off of it. I still was having like regular periods, as if, you know, I never took birth control before. I was straight. Now it's months down the line, which I stopped taking birth control, what, 6 months ago, I believe, something like that. Stop taking birth control, and when I say you guys, I'm now not having like a period. And it's like, when I was having my periods wasn't like the bright red, it was like more of the darker brown, as if like, and every time I looked it up, because I was really concerned. I was like, I don't know. When I told my doctor about it, because I told her, now I'm getting to the point where I'm spotting for 4 days and then I'll have a period. She said, no, that's normal, you're fine. If you miss a period or, you know, whatever, then come back to me. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I got to the point where, as though I am, like last month, I spotted for 3 days, had a period for 2 days, spotted for another 2 days, and then I had nothing. That is like really freaky. Don't understand what that is, so I'm probably gonna call. Now today is the 6th of November. On the 31st I started spotting, but my spotting is never heavy. So I started on the 31st, you remember, 31st I started spotting. My period app says that I was supposed to come on my period yesterday. Still not on my period at all, but I'm like spotting, and my spotting is really light. Now let's back this up to last month when I had my 2-day period. I thought that because it was brownish, I'm like, okay, cool, now my period is the same thing this time. And my cousin, who actually does not have sex at all, period, hey girl, I know you gonna see this, she's like, why are you talking about me? Because I can't. She has 1 period every 4 months, and I'm just like, great. If this right here messes up the chances of me even having my first kid, I am going to be highly upset, and I'm going, who's right now? And I'm probably going to go off, because I want to have children. And you guys, I'll turn 26. I told myself by the time I am 30, I should have at least 2 children. I don't even have 1, which I mean, I got 5 years to, you know, plan this out or whatever, but you know, I got 5 years to plan this out. I get it, got it, cool, but at the same time, it's just like, I hope this birth control ain't fucking my body up, because then I'm gonna be pissed off, and then I don't know how I'm gonna tell my future baby daddy that I can't have children, or it's only a certain way that I can have children. And I really don't want to go through IVF, because that's expensive. And I even thought about being a surrogate mom, which if I can't have children, it means, which birth control, I looked at the criteria, I have to have at least 1 child one successful birth with no complications for me to even be a surrogate, which means that, let me back up some, which means that if I can't have a baby, how am I gonna have somebody else's baby? Like, that's gonna be some bullshit. So in all, I probably am going to make a appointment so that I can get this fixed or do whatever I have to do in order to get this fixed, because I can't do this. I want to have children. I want to have a, like, the crazy part is that a lot of people be like, oh my god, my period's here, and I be like, oh my god, my period's here. Like, sometimes I don't be happy because at the time that it comes, but I know my period comes on the 10th of each month and it lasts through the 14th or the 15th. Cool, no problem, I got this. I know how to plan around it or do whatever I need to do, but I don't want to do this anymore. So in all, I would say, ladies, do not get on birth control unless you want to go through what I go through. Or, I mean, if you have problems where it's like you have to get on birth control, then I would say do it. But me personally, don't do it. I will never put my children on birth control unless, like, it's really dire need that she needs to be on birth control. But I ain't doing it. It ain't happening. I don't care. So in all, ladies, you know, I'm gonna say ladies and gentlemen, birth control doesn't affect you. But ladies, if you have any similar stories, or if you went through this and you found a way to fix it, comment down below. I am about to go to work, so I will catch you guys in the next video. I just had to go on a small little rant, nothing serious. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. And I hate when I'm filming and people be looking at me, like my residents are looking at me, and I'm like, what?